My name is Sapna Morris, and I'm a volunteer physician with the Street Medicine program. Telemedicine has made it possible for us to provide follow-up care, maintain that relationship with our patients when they're often transient or more difficult to provide transportation to get to a clinical setting. Many of our patients are getting their care for the first time via telemedicine because they can't come to the clinical setting. I think there's been some initial hesitation about how it might work, but I've been pleasantly surprised that patients are able to communicate with me, particularly if they've met me before. Just an example, we have a patient that we regularly see for an orthopedic problem, and we had been seeing him for months. And during the time that we were seeing him at his location where he lives on the street, I was pregnant. And so one night when we were doing telemedicine, the baby happened to be in my arms. It was kind of a magical moment because for so long that patient and I had had this interaction, and it took a long time for the patient to trust us. And for a second, he stopped in the middle of the clinical interview and said, "Is that the baby you had?" And I said, "Yeah," and I introduced him to the baby. And he kind of lit up that for that brief moment, he was seeing a personal glimpse of my life when we're in their homes every night when we see them. And I think that changed our relationship dramatically in terms of trust and building rapport with patients. So I think it's one aspect of telemedicine that surprised me, and I think it's been able to have that relationship with patients even via the computer that's really changed some of those interactions. So I anticipate that we'll only start to use it more and more. And in fact, not long ago I was wanting to ask my doctor a question. I thought, I wish I could just call them via telemedicine and we could discuss something and get an answer. So I see the utilization, and I think we're only going to see it more in more settings.